Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we're going to be taking a look at another Kingdom Hearts 3 mod, but today's one is smaller, yet for some reason makes all the difference. I really didn't know that this slight change here would make combat feel so much more satisfying, but it really does. Today we're going to be taking a look at a mod known as Better Feeling Combat by dOgE x Tylom. The idea behind this mod is it incorporates vibrations into damage dealt, so each swing of the Keyblade that is connected to an enemy will give you a physical feedback, meaning that the controller will vibrate. You will literally feel every swing of the Keyblade as long as it connects with an enemy. Now, vibration has been a thing for Kingdom Hearts games since the very first game, but the way that vibration works is very specific. For Kingdom Hearts 2, if you go into a drive form, the controller will vibrate. If, of course, damage is received towards Sora or the player, the controller will vibrate. But in regards to actually dealing damage, this has never been a thing, and some action games actually incorporate this, but a lot don't, and this is mainly because of the fact that you're probably going to be dealing damage more so than you are receiving damage. Receiving damage and having a physical feedback vibration is a pretty standard thing in most action games, but when looking at dealing damage and receiving vibration for each input, it's not as common, mainly because it would run your controller's battery into the ground. However though, as we always say, choice and options are always nice, and after experiencing this in Kingdom Hearts, because it is such an action-heavy game, it is an action RPG, you are swinging that dildo stick around all of the time and hitting enemies over the head, this makes combat feel honestly so satisfying. What's interesting about Kingdom Hearts 3's vibration is that it really only activates when you're form changing, or I believe in some cases of attraction flow, but when looking at like the way that traditional Kingdom Hearts games worked with receiving damage, then the controller would vibrate, that's actually non-existent at all in Kingdom Hearts 3. So in fact, Kingdom Hearts 3 makes the least use of controller vibration out of all of the Kingdom Hearts games, obviously aside from like Days Recoded, right? But it's surprising considering, technically speaking, it is the most advanced one thus far. Now additionally too, you may have noticed that the camera is sort of shaking and janking whenever Sora deals damage. This is also an additional feature that is part of this mod, so for every single Keyblade swing that is connected with an enemy or any kind of damage dealt, the camera will do a camera shake, which sometimes is found in action games. What this does is it really gives impact and feeling, physical feeling towards every single Keyblade swing you do in the game. With the vibration on top of the camera shake, it really feels like you're packing a punch every swing you take. Now the camera shake thing is certainly cool, but I think after a while it does get a little bit disorientating. It's super fun to play around with, especially with the vibration enabled. But the good thing about this mod is it lets you either enable or disable either the vibration or the camera shake, so you can have both activated or you can have one or the other activated. Now you should know this is a mod loader mod, so you will need Yuri's mod loader in order to enable this. I will leave the link to that in the description down below, but once you're in game, simply press F1 on your keyboard and just simply type in, this is case sensitive, in capitals, BFC, which stands for Better Feeling Combat. Press enter. Now the mod is enabled, and simply press P on your keyboard whilst in game, and it will bring up the Better Feeling Combat menu. Here, you can enable, disable things, and also change the intensity of the camera shake. You can play around with this. There is a minimum and maximum intensity value. By default, it's set to 1 for minimum and 2 for maximum. My sweet spot is personally 3 at minimum, 6 at maximum. But, you know, if you want, you can go balls to the walls and set it as high as you want. I believe there is a slight cap after a while, but if you really want like a super intense, very disorientating and jank camera shake every hit you take, then you can do that if you want. There's also the damage scale option. So what this means is you can fine tune it to where only attacks that deal high amounts of damage will cause the screen to shake. When looking at using both of these options enabled whilst in forms, especially while you're in something like ultimate form or double form, it feels immensely satisfying. So I really do hope when looking at not so much the camera shake thing, that would be a neat little additional feature for sure, but I can't imagine it happening. But certainly when looking towards the damage-based vibrations, fingers crossed, especially when looking at haptic vibrations now for modern controllers, it's something that does happen for Kingdom Hearts 4. And not just that, but just the usual way that vibrations have worked for Kingdom Hearts games. When you get hit or take damage, the controller vibrates. It's super strange again that that's not present in Kingdom Hearts 3. And now that I've recently thought about this and have done a whole video now talking about this, going back to Kingdom Hearts 3, with none of those vibrations there is just super, super odd. So that right there is 100% a must-have feature that needs to return for Kingdom Hearts 4. However guys, that's all for today's video. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Massive shout out to dOgE Tylom. This person is certainly making some of the best mods in the Kingdom Hearts mod scene, so keep up the fantastic work. As always guys, the mod links are in the description down below. However guys, I'm Cynical, hopefully having a damn good one, and I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace.